we are looking at the advent of artificial intelligence, a blessing or a curse. Um, a lot of things have been said in relation to artificial intelligence, and a lot of literature has been put forward. And we are so the literature exists. We have seen that there is rapid expansion of AI that has been introduced in various forms. Some think that it's going to displace other people. Some also think that it's going to give more opportunity to people to be able to bridge the inequality gap. So we are just looking at what theories can we use to help us understand, because AI cannot be handled just by one theory. So we are looking at three theories that can complement each other to be able to deal with the AI, the advent of AI. So a lot of literature has been looked at in terms of the reminiscence of AI, and different papers have been written, and the objective for these papers vary. In the area of AI and global economics, quite a number of papers have been looked at globally, and how AI improves efficiency, automation, and decision-making by Abbas Khan et al. AI applications in manufacturing and finance by Pate, AI in supply chain, and quite a number of people have looked at how AI is changing the world economics. In education, quite a number of papers have also been done in how AI can be integrated into university curriculum, how it can be adapted in different ways, the infrastructure that is affecting AI in education, and some have looked at the shortage of experts in relation to AI. Because it's a new phenomenon, not quite a number of people have been trained and been taught. So a lot of people are doing self-tutoring. They are learning by themselves, and sometimes teaching it becomes a problem. Whether it is a blessing or a curse, people have looked at that in the literature. Is it really driving human progress and innovation? And the applications in different environments and in different contexts in agri and healthcare and logistics and the rest. So other people too have really written about whether AI is a curse. And those who have written are looking at how it's going to displace jobs, the concentration of AI power as compared to human, imagination. And people have looked at how biased the algorithm can be and ethical issues, how transparent can AI be, and the risk of using AI wrongfully to weaponize and to be able to do things that will affect humanity. So this study looked at these three underlying theories, and the first theory is accelerating change. This theory deals with the advancement of technology, and how it has become exponential. AI, we see it growing very, very quickly. And the other theory is digital convergence, which looks at the integration of multiple technologies that can work with AI, data analytics, computing systems, and the likes. And the other theory is technological emergence. AI is doing unprecedented things in the technological world, and people are able to put prompts so powerful that they are able to get very, very important information that hitherto didn't exist. So when you look at all these three theories coming to complement each other, then you can see that we cannot only use probably one theory will help us achieve how other people are thinking, whether AI is positive or negative. We have to look at it in other theories that can come together to help complement each other. This study was a focal group discussion, quantitative, and the participants were 20 people that were put in focal groups, 4 focal groups, and these are people who use AI daily, and some are educated, some in healthcare, and we brought all of them together to look at, and the data was analyzed based on the thematic areas, and the thematic areas is what we're going to look at after this slide. So there are good examples of AI, and within cancer screening, some tools for disability, supporting disability, climate change, combat world hunger, and also reduce inequality and poverty. But AI has also been used wrongly because the examples in CIO.com, which is CIO.com is kind of those who are practitioners in the industry, the chief information officers who are the leaders and the practitioners in the industry. And AI has been used in ways that have affected people and organizations. So Air Canada had to pay damages because their chatbots, kind of lied to people. They had to pay damages. New York City AI chatbot encourages businesses owners to break the law. These are things that have really happened that are negative. And even McDonald's had to, whilst they were experimenting with AI, had problems with their drive-through ordering blunder. And there are issues with XAI, Crocs, and other things that, some parents have even complained that, and they are trying to sue OpenAI because they think that it helped them, their son, to commit a suicide. So these are the things that have happened that those who created this AI have been really taking on. So we look at the themes. Is AI a blessing? And you can see that AI is really, in the context of this study, driving efficiency and customer experience because it's able to handle huge volumes of data as compared to the human. So it is helping productivity in the space of industry. And this is consistent with other studies that has been done before, Murada et al. 2025 and Skizmaki 2024. So AI is driving efficiency. In adapting AI challenges and poor investment, some participants said to us that they do not see how much is being put in the development of AI. The investment is not going in. Not many people are being exposed and they are being trained. And so it is a problem. Which AI works for a particular thing, it's a problem for people. And this is collaborated with other studies. So adapting it, we have to adapt it in a way that would be more positive and also invest in AI so that we can get a benefit instead of getting the wrong things. And there's a huge gap, a skill and organizational gap, and that has been identified from this research. Approximately 75% of the report indicated a lack of practical, between employees and graduates. And in this part of our world, everybody talks about ChatGPT, but beyond that are other AIs that are able to help educate and train students better. But even the educated themselves, those who teach these students, do they really understand what the AI can do to support these students? sometimes there's a lot of gap that is created there. And another thematic area, which is ethical and social and economic implications, the respondents had issues with ethical, social issues, data privacy issues, and some of what them think that their algorithm is biased and it's not even transparent because they don't have enough insight into what the algorithm stands for. And this is also collaborated in other research. Is AI one of the themes, the synthesis, is AI a blessing or a curse? The finding demonstrates that when AI is managed very well, it has both opportunities, and the opportunities can be far more than the damage that it will cause. But it needs that we involve those who are in policy making, those who are using it, those who are recreating things. That is bringing the innovation. They need to be able to help bridge the gap so that people can understand what AI is actually being used to do. And this is consistent with the theory of accelerating change. Because if change, AI is come into the picture and change is happening very fast, it is important that it can be communicated to those who are using it and help us understand, and so that we can use it effectively, be able to help and manage situations better. There are obviously limitations to this study because although the impact, it can be risky and it can be good. The adaptation is quite weak in the context within the African and space. And this is only limited to only 20 participants. And we think that other studies that have been presented even today shows that we can have a qualitative study of so many people so that we can be able to link and how effectively and what AIs are particularly good for particular things. So this is what this study is about, that we have to look at AI in the context of other theories, not only looking at it from one perspective, but looking at it from different contexts and how other theories will be able to help us explain this phenomenon that is with us, that is going to be with us for a very, very long time to come. Thank you very much for your attention. Yeah, if there are any questions or any points to share, we are ready to take them on board. Thank you very much.
I have a question, Joanne Rowe. In the final analysis, the team said that it is possible for there to be a lot of opportunity, but a lot of opportunity for who? That's the question I'd like you to peel back the onion. We know that AI in the workplace has many productivity advantages, but is it going to net up in terms of benefits to the workforce?
Yeah, so if the workforce are really trained and they are able to understand how it could help them become more efficient in their work and be able to help them do better, then obviously it's going to benefit them. But if people are not really trained on it, because we assume that they can use it, especially among, our students, they just use it because it's easy for them to be able to get the response and answers for us as teachers. So they use it because it helps them to be able to use it. But sometimes some of them do not really see the problems, because sometimes they copy, verbatim what they have, the assignment you give them, they just put the prompt in and copy everything without even reading it. And sometimes when you go through it, you're able to see that there are problems with the answers that they have provided. And so for industry, people would have to really be trained, those who are using it, and it has to cover a wider space of people, not only a selected few, because it has come to stay just like the internet has become so useful. so has AI become useful to those who use it and use it well. And the more people use it well, it's going to be able to, as it were, net out those bad things that are happening around us.
Thank you.